So she'll be tip-tapping around.
So she's what kind of armadillo is she?
She's a 3-banded armadillo. So you can see on her back she has 3 bands, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And a lot of armadillos have those different bands, and they also have different names. The 3-banded armadillo, the one that we have, is from South America, so Bolivia, Brazil, places like that, and they are the only known species of armadillo to actually be able to close up their entire body. She normally is going to be a little bit more active right now because she just got fed, so the little stuff that's on her feet, that's some peanut butter. She got some enrichment, some fun.
She eats peanut butter?
A lot of animals can get peanut butter
and
popcorn, yeah, so on different days we'll provide them with just a little bit more food enrichment. So all that stuff that's kind of coming off the table is her food that she's been eating. But
she moves quite a bit, huh?
Yeah, she does like to tap around. She's like, you took me from food, where is it?
Oh, I see.
But she has her tail and her head are like 2 little kind of triangles. So they match up like 2 little puzzle pieces, and they're the only known species of armadillo that can close up into a ball entirely. So when she feels threatened, she is a mammal, so she has hair on the side, and so anytime she feels threatened or she feels any type of predator coming to get her, or she hears something, she can close up her entire body of armor to kind of keep that nice stomach protected. And that body of armor is why they're called an armadillo, and they also kind of have those scoots on them. It's connected to their skin though, so that's how. So
is the armor their skin, or is it something different?
It's connected dermally. So underneath it's connected through their skin. So like compared to like a tortoise, the tortoises they're connected through their bones. But for armadillos, it's dermally connected.
Oh, that's so. Are they the only mammals that have armored skin?
No, they're like pangolins and different types of species like that have them as well. And then there are many different types of armadillos too. I believe there's more than 20 different species of armadillos. Lots of.
Oh, what is she doing?
She's just hanging out. Yeah, the sun probably.
Now, what kind of armadillo is she?
She's a 3-banded armadillo.
And so what are the other ones? A 2-banded, I'm assuming?
9-banded is the most common that we see in the United States. So those are going to be found in regions of Texas. There's also like a fairy armadillo. There are many different types. I can't remember all of their names, but this one is just known specifically for being able to close their ball, which is why we kind of mentioned that. Every other armadillo is unable to close into an entire ball. So if you've ever watched maybe The Road to El Dorado, The Road to El Dorado, they like have a 3-banded armadillo in it, and it closes up, I believe. And that's how you know that that's just like they're the only ones that can do that. She is very active, so you can kind of see she has her feet and her toes. So the tippy toes that she kind of taps with those nails, they're insectivores. So she's gonna, excuse me, for her front claws, they're long like that.
Yeah, I noticed the front's a lot longer.
Specifically to kind of dig around for insects. So you can kind of see the way she will stop, she'll move, and she'll claw around. They don't really dig burrows or anything.
Oh, they don't?
They mostly are going to kind of move the stuff around to be able to find those insects. So they kind of claw their way. They're related to the sloth and the anteater, so they're in that same family. Yeah.
Do they have a long tongue too?
They do, yeah. So their tongue is really long, and their nose is kind of similar to like that snout of the anteater as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, she loves to kind of, when she stretches, she's just like, I want to be down on the ground.
How old is this one?
I believe Tippy is like 6 years old.
Her name's Tippy?
Yes,
because she tips?
Tiptoes, yeah.
Okay.
I believe she is 6 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you feed her here typically? I know you said you gave her peanut butter, but that's
that's a treat. But she normally is going to eat a what is it called? We give her insectivore, and then we also give her, I believe, kind of this like, I don't know what it was called specifically.
Like
it's another chow. Yeah, it's another chow she gets mixed with. I think it's small. It's like a small leaf eater.
Okay.
And then she gets the insectivore chow that we get from Missouri, and then she'll also get produce. So she can eat different types of veggies. And then something we'll also give her is 5 superworms. So her superworms are her favorite. Those are those kind of mealworms, but they're a little bit larger.
Ones at the pet stores?
Yeah, so she enjoys those a lot. And like I mentioned, mainly insectivore diet, so that's why we feed her those things. And then we'll soak their diet just so that they can digest it because they have really small mouths. So we'll even cut their food to make it.
Does she have teeth?
Yeah, there are. Yeah,
okay.
They do have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
okay.
inside.
Oh,
It's hard
cute
to
little
see.
thing.
Yeah.
Hi. It's such an interesting, like the structure of it. Now, what is the?
Yeah.
As it's not called a shell, right? Is it a shell?
They typically, it's like scoots. I don't really know like the name of it specifically. Yeah. But
is it real hard?
you could touch it, so you can touch her the back. It can kind of like. Oh. I mean, it's more kinda flexible than say like
a
shell.
turtle shell. Yeah.
And so it is modified in a way for them to be able to close up.
Okay.
And so for them, like I mentioned, they can close into an entire ball. Sometimes I'm able to get her to do it, so she'll kind of. You rub her head enough, and she'll kind of. Oh. But she's like, no.
I like how her little leg shake. Is that because she's cold?
She just might be a little bit cold.
Okay.
But she is totally okay with walking around. You can see she's really, really fast, so they can scoot.
So are they
fast.
always this active?
They can be. It depends on the day. They're more nocturnal, so they're a nocturnal species, so they're going to be a little bit more active in the evening.
Sure.
And so we give them their food around this time.
Okay.
So she's kind of active just because she was eating currently.
Oh, so she's like on that good energy.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, why?
Especially with the peanut butter.
Okay, I was like, this is a really I for some reason I thought they were a lot more just laid back.
We do have another armadillo. His name is Scooter, and he tends to stay in his ball a little bit more because he's not as he's not. I wouldn't say he's just a little bit more nervous. He's a brand new armadillo that we have, so we're part of the species survival plan for these guys.
All right.
So our male armadillo, he passed maybe like a few months ago, and so the SSP program, we got another armadillo.
Okay.
And so for Scooter, he tends to stay in his ball, and he's a little bit more shy, and it's more for protection. So Tippy is very kind of normalized and has been used to being handled and kind of coming out for these presentations or just experiences. So she's always
not
really
afraid.
active. Yeah, so she's never afraid. If we do see her in her ball, it's because she's coming out of sleep. So they'll normally sleep when they're rolled into that ball because they want to make sure to protect themselves. And the only animal that would be able to open them up is called a jaguar. You know, jaguar.
Yeah.
So these guys are able to close up their shell so tight that a lot of us and even other animals are unable to open
It's
them.
that hard?
Yeah.
Wow.
So when they close, it is kind of the jaguar brute force and just, being really strong that they open them up. But for the most part, if an armadillo ever closes and you have your finger maybe on the side, it's going to be very painful.
Really?
Yeah, because when they close up literally so tight. So their tail is a triangle, their head is a triangle, and it'll kind of roll into a perfect ball. Yeah, she doesn't want to do it, but she can.
Fine.
Yeah. And so Scooter does that most of the time. He's kind of rolled into his ball because he's still getting used to his environment. But yeah, that's kind of what they'll do.
And you said so she eats insects and plants. She's an insectivore.
Yeah, so mainly insectivore diet, but we do give her produce and we do give her that leaf eater biscuit, so that gives her that kind of like leafy stuff as well. She likes banana chips.
Where is she native to again?
Bolivia and Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Some
South
people
America.
they eat them in in certain.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
They might. I mean, a lot of people do a lot of different things in different countries, so I wouldn't be surprised, especially if they have.
What's funny in Missouri in the Midwest, you find these all over the place. I guess they're invasive. I guess somebody brought some over.
The small ones?
Yeah, they're all over the place. About this size, yeah. They're all over the place, but I guess they're considered an invasive.
Yes.
I guess maybe because they eat the natural.
Exactly. A lot of the times it is unfortunate that does happen where they can become an invasive species. I haven't heard that or read that yet, but for the most part, these guys are endangered, and so we are part of that SSP program, which is the Species Survival Plan.
Okay.
And so with Scooter and with Tippy, when a Scooter's mature, when they meet or when they get introduced, if they do have babies, those 3-banded armadillo babies can go to other facilities as well.
So she's gonna breed?
Yeah, she is a breeding female.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's that SSP program.
How long can she live? Do you know?
I don't think they have very long lifespans.
'Cause they're
Maybe
are they
like
rodents?
teens. No, they're mammals.
They are mammals.
Yeah. So they have the hair. The hair kind of indicates that, and then
So what makes a mammal versus like a rodent? Because like, are rodents mammals
they're
technically?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So Mammalia is very broad. There's a
Okay.
lot of different types of families. That's a lot of different. I don't think I have anything in my pocket. She's looking for food.
Oh, is that what it is?
There's a lot of diverse types of species that like fall under Mammalia. So like even just like the hair kind of gives her that, but she is a part of a different family. So
Okay.
Mammalia is kind of the like kingdom, and then you'll
Sure.
go deeper, and you'll be able to separate them into these different.
But she's more
families.
related to a sloth and anteater than
A
a
sloth
rodent.
and anteater, yeah.
Okay.
Than a rodent. Correct.
Okay. Because like
Yeah.
I learned that possums were marsupials. I was like, I thought possums were rats. I mean, that's what I thought. I thought it was
Yeah.
a rodent, but no, it's a marsupial. So I was like, so it's more of a kangaroo than it is a rat. I was like, it's so interesting.
Yeah, because they have a pouch.
Right. I didn't know that. So
Yeah.
so sometimes you learn these fascinating facts. And her
Yeah.
name again is
Her name's Tippy.
Tippy. Well, thank you
Yeah.
for showing Tippy. Hi, Tippy. She's a cute little thing.
She's so active right now.
Yeah, the shell's really interesting. I can kind of see the skin.
Yeah, how it's connected.
Yeah, it's so interesting.
Yeah,
Because I've
right.
never seen the underside of one.
Yeah,
it's like
she's
connected.
really good to kind of show, because a lot of people don't really realize how they have their stomachs.
Yeah.
So that's like, that shell's kind of the same as a porcupine with the spines on their back. They are
Right.
going to want to protect themselves in the best possible way. So this is how they've kind of adapted and modified their body to protect themselves.
I think that's interesting. So you're saying only the jaguar can, like, I guess, it's
Yeah.
that strong. It's funny because looking at it, I would think like it'd be fairly easy to pry open.
If they close up, we wouldn't be able to open them at all.
That's
Yeah.
strong. Wow.
Yeah.
Because looking at it, it looked like, oh, it doesn't look that strong.
Right,
But,
yeah.
but again, looks can be deceiving.
Yeah, and then I think it's just also like, I mean, once
I
you're
guess
trying to protect yourself, you're gonna not open up for anything.
Because like a turtle shell, I could understand. But I guess that's what makes it unique.
Yeah, they're a really unique species.
Well, thank you for sharing Tippy, right?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful.